In July 2020, the granddaughter of a Manson family victim was found dead in her Colorado apartment. Ariana Wolk had been brutally stabbed to death. Meeting the same violent fate her grandmother suffered 5 decades earlier. Neighbors recalled seeing Ariana earlier that day, and she wasn't alone. What these witnesses later told detectives was both revealing and deeply disturbing. On Friday, July 3rd, 2020, just before 9:30 p.m., a call was placed to Denver 911 from a resident of an apartment building on North Oneida Street. The caller explained that a man had knocked on their door moments earlier, saying he just found his friend upstairs, dead in her apartment.
12-ish, I think. I went to Sonic, and then I went to my house, which is about Mountain State, Toyota. And I was there the whole time until I just came back here, walked inside. The back door was open. I walked inside. I was like, hello, knock, knock. And I walked in and I found her in the bedroom.
Okay. When did you return back here?
When she called, I went inside, saw her, walked outside, and straight down here and asked her to call because my phone's actually in her room.
40-year-old Ariana Wolk was found on her bedroom floor near the closet. The single mother of a young son was pronounced dead by paramedics upon their arrival. She had suffered nearly 20 stab wounds, many to her back and neck. The friend who discovered Ariana told officers that she had been struggling with alcohol addiction. They had been staying at her apartment temporarily to help her stay sober. Ariana's son was with relatives on the night of her death. That day, she had planned to attend a barbecue with her boyfriend.
Earlier today, before I left, she was like, hey, you want to go with us to the park? And I was like, no, I need to go home. I haven't been able to change or do anything in 2 days. So I said, I'm going. And she was supposed to be going to City Park to barbecue with her boyfriend. That's the last thing that I know.
Officers then spoke with the neighbor who had called 911. That neighbor had seen Ariana earlier in the evening and confirmed she was not alone. The man with her stood out.
So what time today did you see him?
I can't think of nothing no more.
Was it light outside, dark outside?
Yeah, I was closing my blinds about 20 to 9, and I saw him. I looked out the back window, and he was there, and he went around the back part. He came in through the gate, went into the gate and round to the end.
What did he
I
look
shut
like?
my blinds.
White guy,
I
black guy,
He's
Hispanic
white.
guy? Black?
White.
White. Okay.
The downstairs neighbor told police that the same unknown man knocked on her door around 8:45 p.m., wanting to talk about Ariana's strange behavior.
He came downstairs twice, and he asked me, can I come in and talk to you about her? I said, no, stand outside, talk to the door.
Right.
You know. And he says, well, I don't like the way she's acting. She's acting weird and everything. Talking about, he said she's going to do something to herself because she was, acting strange.
Okay.
He said, okay. He went back upstairs, but he said he was leaving.
Okay.
But then, like I said, half an hour later, like I said, I saw him in the back part of the yard. But the dog was out there.
So that was at 8:45 you saw him?
Yeah, about 4 to 9. It's almost getting
So
dark.
about 9:15.
But he didn't leave. The neighbor later saw him in the backyard about half an hour later, shirtless. Only 15 minutes after that, Ariana's friend discovered her body on the bedroom floor. Ariana had lived on Oneida Street alone for only a short time. Her on-again, off-again boyfriend had moved out a few months before her death. Friends described her as sweet, generous, and full of life. A loving mother with a playful, positive spirit. She was born in Penn Valley, California, into a family that had already known unimaginable tragedy. In August 1969, her mother, Susan LaBianca, discovered her own mother and stepfather, Rosemary and Leno LaBianca, brutally murdered in their Los Angeles home, victims of Charles Manson and his followers. The LaBianca murders occurred the night after the infamous killing of actress Sharon Tate and 4 others. Unhappy with how that first night unfolded, Manson himself accompanied some of his followers the following night. seeking another house and more victims. They chose the home of Leno LaBianca, a wealthy grocery store executive, and his wife, Rosemary, Ariana's grandmother. Both were found stabbed dozens of times, Rosemary in the living room and Leno in the bedroom. The echoes of that horrific past resurfaced tragically in 2020. When Ariana Wolk, the granddaughter of the LaBiancas, met a strikingly similar and senseless end. Ariana was born in 1979, 10 years after the Manson murders. At 40 years old, she was just 2 years older than her grandmother had been when she too was stabbed to death in her own home. Shortly after officers secured the scene and began interviewing witnesses, detectives arrived. They discovered a trail of blood starting in the bedroom, moving through the living room, and leading into the kitchen. Inside the sink was a folding knife covered in blood, along with visible residue on the faucet. The immediate suspect was Ariana's sometime boyfriend, a man named Patrick. Friends told investigators that she had planned to meet him that day. Their relationship had a history of domestic violence, and at the time of Ariana's death, Patrick was out on pre-trial release from a domestic incident that occurred between them in May 2020. Since then, he had been living out of his car. The following day, Patrick sat down with detectives.
Were you at anywhere near the 09 Street address at all yesterday?
Closest I was the Walgreens.
Okay.
Yeah,
What time was that?
2, 3 o'clock. Like right after that barbecue.
Did you have any contact with Ariana yesterday in person?
Yeah, I
At
did.
the Walgreens?
Yeah,
Was it at the Walgreens or another business nearby?
Walgreens.
Okay. Can you do me a favor real quick? Can you put your hands out like that for me? And then can you turn your hands over? Okay, thank you.
Patrick told detectives he had spoken briefly with Ariana at a Walgreens on the afternoon before she died. He said she appeared to have been drinking and was too intoxicated to continue with their plans. So he left. Patrick also mentioned something that opened a new line of inquiry. He said Ariana was quick to make new friends, often inviting strangers, sometimes homeless people, into her home. She wanted to help them, he said, but her trusting nature could also make her vulnerable.
The thing with Ariana is if she gets intoxicated, she brings home people.
Okay.
Vagrants. I used to be like homeless, and so like she would bring home people and complete strangers and just put trust in them.
What do you mean by that?
Like, here's my debit card. Go to the store. Like,
Okay.
no thought process when drinking about people taking advantage or doing stuff like that.
So how often is she bringing people to the house?
Frequently, like daily.
Okay.
No, it was just like friendly, like I'm trying to feed them, help them out type of.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Patrick saw Ariana at Walgreens, she wasn't alone. He said she was with a young man she had just met while walking to the store.
Was she with anyone?
She was intoxicated and she was with a younger 20-year-old kid.
What do you look like?
Like kind of flamboyant, dark hair.
White, black, Hispanic?
All white.
You're saying flamboyant. Tell me what
Gay.
you mean.
Like he just had like a gay or stylish haircut. I'm trying to not be derogatory.
You're saying younger, like how old?
20, she said.
20?
She was like, oh, I met a gay 20-year-old, blah, 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 blah. She was like,
Do you know what he was wearing?
might have had a red shirt, but I just briefly saw him.
Did she introduce him?
She did, but I don't remember his name. She met him supposedly walking from Oneida to Walgreens.
Okay.
While detectives spoke with Patrick, they also checked his alibi. Because of his prior case, Patrick was wearing an ankle monitor as a condition of his release. Tracking data from that device showed he was nowhere near Ariana's apartment at the time of the murder. He was eliminated as a suspect. As strange as it seemed, Patrick wasn't the only one who said Ariana often invited drifters home. Detectives returned to question other residents in the building. One of them, the son of a downstairs tenant, confirmed that it wasn't unusual to see Ariana with new people.
You know, she has so many new faces. You know, all the time. She got new.
That lives upstairs?
Yeah, upstairs. She had new people every time. I mean, after, Patrick left, boyfriend or whatever, you know, after he left, she got so many people. Oh man, it's different.
Okay.
Different guys every day.
Did you see the neighbor at the house?
Yes. She was coming from the liquor store, I guess.
Okay.
And she had the dog walking the dog.
Okay. Was she with anyone else at that time?
No.
Did you hear somebody else or see somebody else?
I seen this guy that I'd never seen before. My mom said she seen him.
Okay, what do you look like?
It was a Mexican guy with a box cut. I seen him real good when, you know, she fell down that stairs down there in the back door.
Okay.
Her foot was way up on the top. I thought he had pushed her.
Okay.
Her foot was, you know, from the top. It was hanging on the top. And I said, "Oh, did you just push her?" And he said, "No." And she said, "No, he's gay." All this time.
Surveillance footage from a camera at East Colfax Avenue and North Monaco Street, recorded at 5:15 p.m. on July 3, 2020, showed 40-year-old Ariana Wolk walking eastbound with a man who had black hair. A friend's small dog was with them. The man was dressed entirely in black and wore bright red shoes. The pair were seen crossing the street and continuing toward Ariana's apartment on Oneida Street. Later, the two entered a nearby store equipped with interior security cameras. Still images from those cameras showed the man holding a clear plastic Starbucks cup containing a pink drink. A distinctive tattoo could also be seen on his left forearm. Detectives focused on that cup, since a similar one had been found discarded in the front yard of Ariana's building. Officers collected it and sent it for forensic testing. Fingerprints lifted from the plastic matched Jose Sandoval Romero, a 24-year-old man with a build consistent with the person seen in the surveillance video. He had short, dark brown hair and a red tattoo on his left arm, identical to the one caught on camera. On July 7th, detectives brought Jose in for questioning. Unlike another acquaintance of Ariana's, named Patrick, who had no visible injuries, Jose had 2 partially healed cuts on his right hand, consistent with wounds caused when a knife slips during a stabbing. Investigators believed these cuts explained the blood droplets found on the living room and kitchen floors at the crime scene. During the interview, Jose complained about light sensitivity and wore sunglasses most of the time. He began by explaining that he met Ariana earlier that day while she was arguing with Patrick outside of Walgreens.
And then all of a sudden this lady and this guy were fighting outside of a Walgreens, and the lady started coming up to me asking me, like, are you okay? And I'm like, do I know you? Is that your boyfriend right there? Is he gonna try to beat me up if I talk to you? The boyfriend got out the car and, tried to talk to her, but she said that he had like a restraining order on her or something, or an ankle bracelet. And I was like, you don't need to cry, it's okay. And she just kept telling me that she wanted to put some type of drug in me, because she says that she does these type of drugs to herself. She says she puts frog poison in her body, and she says that she wanted me to go with her and do the same thing. And I told her, no, I don't know nothing about that stuff.
The one at Walgreens you're talking about is the one that's next to Frosted Leaf. Is that the Walgreens you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So you say you run into this lady and this guy, so they're arguing. So he ends up leaving.
He said Ariana approached him, asking strange questions and saying she wanted to put frog poison in her body, something she claimed she often did. Jose told detectives he didn't understand what she was talking about and tried to distance himself from her. After Patrick left, Jose claimed that he and Ariana bought food for a homeless man they met in an alleyway. Ariana appeared unsteady and intoxicated, so he agreed to walk her home, saying she kept stumbling and begging him not to leave her alone.
And from there, she kept stumbling on the ground, and she had a dog and a bunch of stuff carrying her. She's like, I cannot make it home by myself. Please, you need to come with me. And I'm like, Miss, I really don't want to hang out with you. There's something wrong with you. You have so much stuff, and for some reason, you just keep stumbling on the ground.
Once inside her apartment, Jose made her tea. He said he didn't see her drink alcohol, but felt something was off. According to him, Ariana began crying, acting erratically, and eventually tried to fight him. He told police that he lost it. What followed was an act of brutal violence. Jose stabbed Ariana multiple times in the back, a woman he had known for only a few hours.
Make you some tea, let me make you some coffee, let me do anything to make you feel better. And I started making her coffee, tea, and she would just keep crying and she would just keep trying to fight with me. And at some point she just started like actually trying to fight with me. Then after that, I just kind of lost it. And, you know, from there it's kind of just self-said.
At first, he claimed he tried to leave. He said he went downstairs and told a neighbor that Ariana was acting strangely, asking the woman to check on her later. But instead of leaving, Jose returned to the apartment.
And then I went downstairs, told the neighbor, hey, this lady's crazy. I gotta go. Like, there's something wrong with her. In a couple hours, can you come and check up on her? I was like, I'm trying to go. I'm not trying to comfort this girl. I was like, I'm trying to go. Can you please go and check up on her? She's like, you see, that's the thing about her is we're worried and we're scared of her, and we don't know if we. She's like, I'll just call the cops because I'm not gonna be dealing with her. Okay. That's not. I'm too old and this and that. And I'm like, okay, miss.
He told detectives that Ariana messed with his head, that she convinced him she wanted to die, and that she somehow manipulated him into killing her. He also claimed that she threatened him, saying her boyfriend and another man were coming to the apartment to kill him, and that she attacked him with a knife first.
And she made me feel bad, and every time I would leave her, she would stumble on the ground and make me feel bad. And every time I said, no, I gotta go, something's not right with you. And then she would stumble on the ground and cry. And she would just stumble on the ground and cry. And I don't know, she just played me. She played me. But I pretty much played myself by listening to her. I'm telling you, she drugged me. Like, she drugged me and she told me she...
According to his version, he managed to take the knife from her and stabbed her twice while she was facing her bedroom closet. In reality, forensic evidence later showed that Ariana had been stabbed approximately 20 times, most of them in her back, while she was on the floor. After the murder, Jose fled the apartment. He stripped off his bloody clothes, threw them, along with his shoes, into a nearby dumpster, and spent the next several days hiding at his mother's house, watching the door, waiting for police to arrive. Detectives told him during interrogation, if you had enough thought to get rid of your bloody clothes, you knew what you were doing. Nobody made you stab her. You decided to do that. Eventually, Jose confessed.
And the only way to help her was apparently her crazy way.
To help kill her?
Yeah.
So when she's talking to you about that, it kind of you're telling me, and again, correct me if I'm not understanding you. What you're saying is you thought the only way to help her was to kill her.
She was gonna have her boyfriend show up, and then she called her boyfriend, and I don't know what they talked about, but she pretty much told me that like we were gonna die that day.
Okay.
She talked me into it, and I listened. That's it.
Why didn't you call 911?
Because she told me her boyfriend and her gay boyfriend's friend was gonna come and kill me. They had this plan.
So instead you killed her?
She wanted to kill me.
So when you stabbed her, is it because you were trying to help her or because you were mad?
It was both.
Okay.
That's the only way you can get mixed up.
So you said when she walks into the bedroom, she's walking to her closet. Is that the first time you stab her?
Mm-hmm.
So she's facing away from you?
Well, yeah.
She's walking to the...
After she like pretty much took the knife out and pretty much tried to stab me and stumbled, I took it away.
And then she walks into the bedroom towards the closet.
Yes.
You follow her into the bedroom. And then that's the first time you stab her?
Mm-hmm.
So she's facing her closet and you're behind her.
She was running for something, yes.
That I think you understood what you were doing.
We both understood what we were doing.
Hey, do me a favor, take those glasses off. But I don't think you're giving us the whole truth. I think you're trying to spin it a little about this. Well, she convinced me, she made me. How old are you? 24 years old, right?
Yes.
And who can make you do anything?
Nobody.
Right. So nobody made you stab her.
Nobody made me stab her.
You decided to stab her.
Well, she talked me into it. You guys will never believe it, because how could you guys believe it?
Because
right?
I can't get talked into killing somebody.
No, but you can
People
get
can't get talked into killing people.
You were trying to paint this in a picture that makes it most acceptable.
No, I'm not
But
trying to
what
paint
happened
it, so
here
it's not acceptable.
Is you stabbed this poor drunk lady about 20 times
She was drunk. I didn't know
while
that.
she was down on her bedroom floor. It's one of the worst stabbings I've seen in my 23 years of law enforcement. And then you're smart enough to get out of there, destroy the evidence, evade our efforts to locate you, and come down to the Springs.
He later pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and, in early 2023, was sentenced to 48 years in prison. His earliest possible release date is July 2055. Ariana's mother, Susan, was 72 years old at the time of her daughter's death. Too heartbroken to speak publicly, she said only that she was devastated by the loss. A GoFundMe page was later organized by Ariana's sister, Raimi, to help bring Ariana's body home to California and to establish a trust fund for her young son. This was the tragic case of Ariana Wolk, a bright and loving mother whose life was senselessly cut short. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this case interesting, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow and bring you more stories like this. Let me know what you think about this case in the comments below. I always love reading your thoughts and theories. Stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next episode.